Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another fun episode of the Sick Podcast Amble Show. Big P here. Why I got you attention? Let me ask you a favor. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Go ahead and like us on Facebook. Go ahead and follow us on the X, Instagram. We're everywhere. So tonight we're going to be covering. Actually, we're going to go back to the AFC South teams, their additions, how much better they got, how much worse they got, and what it is that we can do as Colts to combat the differences of those teams nowadays. So, anyways, let's get on it. Sammy, let's get it, baby.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to the Sick Podcast and Bill Show.
Intercepted! Marlon Jackson! Marlon's got it! We're going to the Super Bowl! We're going to the Super Bowl! Marlon Jackson with the interception! He picked off Tom Brady!
The sickest Indianapolis Colts podcast. It's gonna be sick.
Look at ooh, starting to show off right, baby.
It's almost football season, y'all. You know what that means? One day closer to regular season, but mainly right now, one day closer to training camp. It's right around the corner.
Yes,
I'm so excited. And you can fight me on this one, but when training camp starts, to me, football season starts. You all can fight me on that one if you want. I don't care. Because whenever I played football in high school, we started early practices in summer, and that's when our football season started. So that's what I'm going with. Big P, how you doing, buddy?
Busy day, sir. Busy day. Running late, but I'm here. I'm glad to be here. It's going to be a fun show.
Yes, it
I
is.
love when we get into our division stuff. You know,
Well, yeah, divisions are always exciting.
yeah, I don't give a shit what anybody says. We got a tough division. Now
Now
we've
we
had
do.
we've had some slow years all the way around, but the AFC South is typically pretty competitive throughout the entire league. She wasn't going to quit either. So tonight, Big Country, we're going to cover what the Houston Texans have done, what they've brought into their facility to make their teams better, and we're going to see what the Colts can be able to do to combat what they've done. So I'm going to jump off of this, let you have the floor, and give me your first addition to the Texans offseason. Who they add, what position, and how do you think it's going to fare against us?
We're to start with the Texans, man. I mean, they went from zero to hero, you know what I mean, as far as being a competitor in our division now, you know, being the laughing stock of the division now to a playoff contender in 1 year, all because of coaching changes and certain draft picks and all that stuff. But, I mean, I think really a big thing that they a big player that they really picked up that we're going to really keep an eye on, especially with C.J. Stroud being the quarterback that we know he can be and more going forward, honestly, Stephon Diggs.
Really?
I think so.
You think
I mean,
that's the biggest?
I think it will be. I mean, I think, you know, him leaving Buffalo, he's got a chip on his shoulder. He's got something to prove. I think he's going to connect really well with CJ. CJ's a very poised quarterback. He likes to stay in the pocket. He can run if he has to, which everybody knows. But, I mean, I really think that with him being as poised as he is, he's going to be more patient with the ball, and he's going to get Stephon more chances to score and more chances to get first downs. I think he's going to be the big splash player for them this year. We're really going to have to keep an eye on them with him. And honestly, with as far as our perspective goes, overall, we're going to have to really change some things up on defense. Schemes, plays, coaching, all of that. We have the talent. We just got to change it up a little bit. Those type of receivers, Stephon Diggs level receivers, they're just going to eat us alive if we stay back off of these guys and let them, get into 10 yards, 12 yards before we even touch them. So we definitely got to change things up now. We got to be the aggressor in the AFC South. It's going to really come down to our defense on a lot of things.
So who do you think is going to be the primary coverage guy for Diggs?
I mean, honestly, pound for pound, Juju.
Okay.
I put Juju on him. And then, Kenny Moore with that nickel slot corner. I think he can be a good assist. I mean, you're gonna have to double team Diggs, I think. I mean, then maybe not so much in week one.
It's going to be hard when you got Tank Dell on the other side. And who's that other receiver? It's pretty daggum good.
Oh, who is it?
I know somebody out there watching. Adam J. Who's that other receiver I'm talking about?
Yes,
somebody help me out. God, lead dog.
I cannot believe I forgot that already.
Nico Collins. Yes.
Nico
absolutely.
Collins, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you say to cover Diggs, to me, that's going to be really, really hard because of those two other receivers, Dell and Collins. Man, you ain't got enough people, Bubba.
I know, Bubba, but you know what? I mean, it's just you're going to make on-field adjustments. That's what I'm saying. These schemes, these defensive play calls are going to have to be a lot of on-the-fly stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, what we did, regardless of who we're playing, you can't play that soft zone cover 2 bullshit anymore. You have an aggressive pass attack offense in all of the AFC South. If you want to win the AFC South, the defense has to be aggressive. We have to blitz more. We have to press more. We have to contain more. We have to do all these aggressive things in order to succeed to win the AFC South because, I'm sure you were taught as well, offense wins games, defense wins championships, and that includes division championships. So, the offense, I'm not completely worried about as long as they stay healthy. Full confidence in Shane. That's another topic, but and the boys. But defensively, I'm really, I've been thinking about it over the last couple of weeks, and I mean, it's just if he doesn't change his schemes and his plays, we're in trouble.
Yeah, I'll absolutely agree with you there. Now, I'm going to go a different direction, and I think one of the best pickups that the Texans made this year was grabbing Joe Mixon.
Really?
Yeah. The Texans ranked 31st in the run game in the NFL. So you could pretty much tee up on the quarterback because they didn't have a run game. So if you ain't got a run game, you only got a passing game. That's going to be a lot easier to defend. Yeah, so with bringing in and Mixon, I know he's getting a little bit older, but man, he's still a powerhouse. He's absolutely still a powerhouse. So I think to me, their biggest addition for the weakest area of their team was that run game. And Joe Mixon's going to do a lot to fix that. So now to go back to answer my own question, how do the Colts combat that? I think they did that brilliantly in the draft by going with Latu.
Of course.
We got Grove back. You got Buckner. We've got Tyquan Lewis, Dio, Quiddy. We got a ton of run stoppers. Pretty much is what I'm saying. So I'm okay with their addition there. Now, I agree with what they did, but I think we can stop what they did. So it doesn't scare me too much.
Defensive front wise, I'm not scared at all. Our defensive front can take on the best in the league.
But when we were talking about trying to break down the AFC South, I really wanted to dive in and see where everybody got better, even us, because we wasn't active in free agency. But a couple players. But anyways, and we seen everybody else picking this guy up, getting this guy, and we're like, shit, come on, Ballard, do something with the stick, trying to poke him to move, do something, But I think what he did in the draft combats a lot of what the AFC South teams did in the free agency. And on top of that, you bring back all your guys that were on contract years.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean?
and a couple of them that wasn't even on contract years yet.
Yeah, like Z. He wasn't due for an extension.
No, he wasn't due for an extension till next year.
Right. So I liked how Ballard combated what the AFC South teams did to the addition and free agency. But when I was looking at the Texans, and I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't do all my homework myself. I had some help. I brought a ringer in. If you remember Matthew Redding, the Texans fan. Yeah. Well, yeah. I called and picked his brain, and he filled me in on a lot. So most of the information I'm spitting out comes from a Texans fan. But I'm in total agreement with what he was saying. Because if you have the first to the last run game in the NFL, you better do something to fix it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And they brought they brought a high caliber back in with Mixon. So I really like that move for them, but I don't think it's going to affect us too much because our front four is just monsters. I think we'll be able to stop everybody. Or we better be able to stop everybody.
I mean, it's basic football science, if you want to put it that way. I mean, you stop the run game, you stop the play action that affects the passing game later down the road. And I mean, we have the full capability to do that, but if you let that run game open, it opens up the play action, which, CJ Stroud is very open with the play, very good, not very open. What am I saying? Very good with the play action.
Efficient.
Good at rollouts. He's very efficient. He's very accurate. He's good at rollouts, bootlegs, you name it. He's good at everything. And he's only going to get better. This is only his second year. And, I mean, you got to combat that, and it all starts up. Again, we say it all the time on this show. It all starts in the trenches.
Yep. All right, now we're going to move. While you're pulling up your second guy, I'm going to acknowledge some people. Paul says, hey. Tyler wants us to sign Simmons or Diggs. Adam J says, what's up? Justin says, what's up? He says, wish he would unblock me. I had nothing to do with anything Big Ass did. Brother, I can't make anybody block or unblock anybody. So he got the message, though. If it happens, it happens. What's going on, Sean? Billy Kelly from South Dakota. Steve Snyder, what's up, brother? Good to see you back. Adam, what's up? All right, who's your second guy? Acosta, as far as all season additions. I just gave you all the time in the world to get your next lineup going.
I was trying to find my stuff. You go ahead while I try to find my stuff real quick.
Oh my goodness! Now we'll talk or something because now I gotta find it. All right.
Oh, now you gotta find it. This guy.
Now this here absolutely comes from Matthew. I don't know anything about this guy. Ben Skowronek, wide receiver, fullback. I know I killed that name. But he says now that it's an easy pick here, obviously. A little deeper, that was terrible. Did not use that. Ben was a trade acquisition through the Rams. He is versatile and a gadget player as they come playing both receiver and fullback with Mixon coming off 31st ranked rush offense. Texas added another piece to the run game. So there you go. They're still trying to do things to help that 31st ranked run offense. So even though I don't know who this Ben guy is or how good he is, I'm going to agree with what Matthew says because 31st, it's bad. You got to throw everything at that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do.
All right. And now it's go time. Mr. Steve, what's up, brother? We're talking about your Texans. And look who showed up. Steve Beckholt, the ultimate man.
The 2024 fan of the year for the Texans. What up, Steve?
Yeah, what's up, brother? Glad to see you.
What up, Mike? What up, Adam?
You coming to Indy for the game?
I hope
if you are, you're going to tailgate Steve. With us.
I mean,
all right, Acosta, okay. Who's your second guy?
So, hello, Stacy. My second guy, honestly, is another, Texans guy already. Will Anderson.
Okay.
He's got a big chip on his shoulder. He wasn't promising in his rookie year.
Defensive rookie of the year last year?
Oh, did he? I can't remember if he did or not. I just think he's still going to shine this year, though. I mean, I think he's still got a lot to prove. He's going to attack, our offensive line a lot. I think where we can really edge him out, though, is the outside run game. I wasn't really keen on his containment game at all. But I mean, I think he's going to be a hoss this year for, going up against him. He's got a lot to prove still. He's trying to become one of the best defensive rushers in the league. But I mean, that's my second pick though. He's going to be an animal for us. And I hope, he lines up on the right side of the defensive line, right? Or the left?
He bounces around. I think he's primarily right side. Steve,
that's what I thought.
If we're wrong, you know your guys better than we do. But when I said D, I meant defensive rookie of the year. I thought he won that, but I can't remember for sure. That. Now, Steve's already chomping in on my guy that I was going to talk about. Thanks, Steve. Just send him a link and get him on here, and I won't have to say nothing. But anyways, Steve, he said he did. Yeah, he did win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Now, my next guy, like Steve is saying, Hunter, edge. They picked him up, and he was one that we really wanted to go after. And we did go after him, actually offered him more money than the Texans did, and he still went to Houston. But from what I read, and if I remember properly, he's from that area. So basically he was just going home. But you add Hunter into what you just said about Anderson, that's going to be tough.
It is.
They got two very, very talented, two very athletic, two very hard-hitting bookends now. That's going to be tough. Mm-hmm. We're gonna spread those wings out and get those guys off of their projections. Jesus, if Braden Smith's hurt, we're in trouble.
Braden Smith, Bernard Ryman.
Yeah,
him taking over that blindside spot.
Yeah. He says, "Yeah, good luck." Yeah, it's going to be tough. I'm not going to lie to you. Those are two very large human beings that know how to do their damn job. Absolutely. And they love to do their job. And that's good because I like competition. I love competition and
love it.
I'm not afraid to look at another player and say, "Damn, he's a badass." Even if he's not on the Colts.
Excuse me.
And Steve, you know this. I think the world of J.J. Watt because of the way he played. The way he played got me to follow his off the field stuff. And then I had never met him, but I got to like him as a human being from what I was reading, seeing, things like that. But yeah, I've got no problem saying what it is. And those two guys are going to be monsters on the ends, and it's going to be tough. It absolutely is going to be tough. I think we can get away with it because of the offensive weapons we have now. You can't just bull rush us. We're going to tear you up. You can't just sit and defend the end.
Nope.
you're going to have to really get into your game study and figure out a way to get to us because of our talent. And with Downs and AD Mitchell, that bull rush comes through, just dump it off. Boop, boop.
No, I'm sorry. There's some shots in the comments already coming in.
Oh, Casey, that's just mean.
Steve saying the Stroud's gonna fall off this year. I don't know about all that. Oh, hey, we're getting close to football season, y'all. I love it. I love a good trash talk.
Absolutely.
I love it.
All right, you got anybody other additions that you think made the Texans better?
I mean, they re-signed Dalton Schultz to a 3-year deal. I mean, I really think he's going to be a black horse on that offense. You're not going to account for him with all those weaponized wide receivers that they got, right? And he's good in his own right. He's very good. I mean, not up there with Travis Kelce or George Kittle, but he's good. He's reliable. I mean, they signed him to a 3-year deal for a reason. They trust him. So I think really he's going to be the black horse in that offensive scheme. We got to account for him. I'm going to go ahead and call it right now. Expect a lot of plays from Dalton Schultz in the flat. Good. I really expect that a lot. And, he's also a good blocker. You got to account for him in his blocking game too. And, but yeah, I think he's going to be the dark horse for the Texans this year offensively.
All right. Well, Matthew also told me that Juice Scruggs, center, second round pick in 23, is off injury list. Steve, if you're okay with putting your email address in the chat, we'll have Sammy, the producer, send you a link. But that's up to you. I don't know if I have your email. I probably have your email address, but not sure.
Steve, we're working on it, guy. Sammy, if you can make that happen, please. He just sent his email there. We'd love to have him on. Like I said, he's the 2024 Texans Fan of the Year. We already had our Fan of the Year on, so it'd be great, to try to get some of these Fans of the Year around the division, on here. It'd be great. We already had one previous one from Jacksonville. It's awesome. I mean, we haven't had one from the Titans yet, but screw the Titans. So
I don't think they have Fan of the Year.
Well, yeah, Fairy of the Year.
I think so. Yeah.
Anyways, I need Clyde's sound button. Damn it.
But while Sammy's getting the invite to Steve, Juice Scruggs, and this is what Matthew says about him. Second round pick, drafted Juice last year. Thought this was our new center for the next 5-10 years. Juice played on IR consistently, but good O-line play. Very excited to see him back a full season. So there's your answer a little bit, Adam J, about their Texans O-line. It appears a lot of them's coming off an injury, and they're going to be better. Their O-line's definitely going to be a lot better than what it was last year. How much better? To me, it's going to be one of those wait and sees, because our front four got better too. So how much better did you get to stop our front four? I'm not sure. It's going to be one of those wait and sees. And then the second time we play each other, it's going to be making your adjustments. I went brain farted there for a minute.
I wouldn't laugh at you.
Yeah. All right. You got any other additions, Bubba? Sammy, did you get that link to Steve?
Yeah, Jim. Yeah, Sammy said he got the link to him. So, Steve, if you're still listening, check your email.
It's going to come from a gentleman named Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy Lamb. Look for his email. He'll get you signed on. Hopefully you're still watching. I think you are.
But Matthew's really high on their cornerback they picked in the second round this year. Kamari Lassiter, if I said that right. He said Kirby Smart at Georgia said Kamari at the last game with Georgia, this dude, all he cares about is football, and he plays like it. He spent his college days locking up every SEC receiver with tough and physical play, exactly how DeMeco Ryans wants his corners to move. Now he comes to the Texans where he can hopefully lock down the outside corner spot opposite of Stingley. So there you go. That's what the Texans fan base is looking forward to with their additions.
Right on.
Yeah. Like I said, Matthew did my homework for me.
You cheating ass motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
I mean, while we're still waiting on Steve, Big P, I mean, we pretty much, till Steve, Steve gets on here. Do you want to talk about training camp a little bit? How, our excitement for it, what we got going on with it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, unless you got any other additions. The only other additions that, to me, that's going to make the Texans better is they picked up Danico Autry. We all know Danico. We all know what he's
in the AFC South. Yep.
We know what he's capable of, and with that addition, at this point in his career, is he going to be a starter? Is he going to be a rotational piece? I don't know, but he's whatever they have for him. He's going to excel. He's just a stud of a man.
That he is. And it seems like he still has some bad blood towards us because he's staying in the AFC South. So I mean, he's trying to prove something.
Dadgummit, Steve, if you're working, why'd you send the email? We're sitting here waiting on you.
He said I'm waiting, not working.
Oh, waiting. Yeah, that does say waiting. I can't even see with my glasses on.
Blind old bat.
I am getting old. Notice the shine on the head because there's no hair growing on that motherfucker. None. Because I'm old. Tired.
Jimmy. Steve, Jimmy said, please check your spam. It could be in there as well since you're not used to coming on our show. Sometimes it'll go there. Travis said, old fucker, get new glasses.
Yeah, I need it. I ain't going to lie.
There's some of our tailgate crew, y'all.
Travis,
Tyler's been in here. Adam J's been in here.
Yeah, we tried to get Travis and Amber on, but they were scared or something. I don't know.
Travis, hope to see you at the party on Saturday, y'all.
But I did hear Travis likes to be called Ken. Like Barbie and Ken. I don't know if those rumors are true, Travis. I'm just telling you that's what I've heard.
I mean, I've heard he's flat in the front like Ken.
Ooh. All right. Anyways, training camp.
Jimmy, Steve said he's waiting in the studio, waiting backstage. I think that's what he said. Now what are you looking up?
Well, I was going to talk about training camp dates.
Well, get your shit together.
But then you said Steve wasn't backstage, so I figured he'd be popping up.
He said he's waiting in the studio.
All right. What did Jimmy say?
Jimmy said, check the new link, Steve. Sorry about that.
Doggone it, Jimmy, get your stuff together. But anyways.
Stacy's all over Steve, boy. Good Lord.
Don't tell her husband. But anyways.
Oh, good grief almighty.
We've got the Anvil crew has got 3 media days scheduled for training camp. And those days are Saturday, July 27th, Sunday, August 4th, and Friday, August 9th. So me and Acosta is definitely going to be there the 27th and the 4th. And then it's going to be me and Beck on the field on the 9th because you can't get off work. Is that correct? Okay. So if you're out there on the 27th, the 4th, or the 9th, and you see my bald head blinding you from the glare, throw a rock or something at me. Get some chants going. Bang that bish. Bang that bish. That would be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. And you get, I guarantee you, if we can get the crowd doing that, you get every player out there turning and looking like, what?
If we find out, how about this? If we find out who started the chant and gets it going, maybe there's a free T-shirt in it for you. I don't know.
Ooh, free
I don't know.
T-shirt, Mr.
I
Big
don't know.
Spender. I figured you'd at least buy him a shot or something.
I mean, I can do that at the tailgates.
Okay, there you go. You get a free T-shirt and a free shot. Courtesy of Big Country.
Or if you don't drink liquor, I'll get you a free beer or two.
And if you don't drink beer, he'll give you a reach around. He's feeling generous tonight.
So much for a damn kids show.
Well, sure. It's still a kid's show. They don't know what a reach around is. And if they do, they got good parents. I'm sorry.
Oh, my Lord. Where's my Omaha button? Damn it, Clyde.
I got one, but it won't work. I don't know why I can't tie my stream deck to this StreamYard. But anyways, we're going to be out there. You know, we're going to take as many pictures. We're going to get as many interviews that we can. You guys know how we do. We try to take advantage of every opportunity. So if you see us, throw a rock at us. Say hi, start a chant, get a free reach around from Acosta. And let's have some fun. Let's get excited.
Freaking damn it, Pat.
You started it.
I didn't start shit.
See? Right there. Right there.
What? What?
See? You get it started just by doing that.
You get things started by antagonizing me.
Well, the redder your face gets, the more it pushes me to do shit like this.
Well, I'm sorry. It's the beer. I can't help that.
Oh, and really? It's the beer.
And you're raising my blood pressure.
There we go. That means I'm doing my job, damn it.
Jesus. Oh, my goodness.
Well, I guess Steve ain't coming on. Did you go back to your email? They sent you a new link, Steve.
Steve, I think they're probably trying to work out some technical difficulties there, Pat.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, Steve, if we can't get you,
Mike Miller said, will you guys be out there for the Blue Crew event camp day?
What day is it?
What day is that, Mike? I will be out there. I know for sure. Not only I got the media day on the 27th and the 4th, but I will definitely be out there the 28th as well. I don't know what Big P's schedule is, but I'll definitely be out there with my dad, my little cousin, and my wife. So if you happen to see me, want to say hi on the 28th, I'm more than free to come up and say hi. I don't bite hard.
See,
See,
he does this and gets me started. I don't bite hard. I don't reach.
You would have said the same
very
shit.
Often, but I do.
You would have said the same shit, boy.
No, I'll tell you right now, I bite. I bite like a.
It's because you can't. It's because you can't fight no more.
Damn right. I'm old. Broke down.
Oh, broke down snapping turtle. What up, Zach?
I did all my fighting in my earlier days. I want to relax and have fun now. But anyway, Steve, if we can't get this figured out, don't worry about it. We'll get you back on as we get closer to the season, as we get closer to playing you guys. We want to bring different fan bases on and talk about the upcoming game. So, and you're definitely on the list to be on this program.
I mean, Pat, since he tried to get on the night, since he tried to get on the night, do you want to try to make a special show for bringing him on next week?
No, because we gotta finish out the other AFC South teams before we get into training camp. Because once we hit training camp, we're gonna have a lot of news and whatnot to be putting out. So it's gonna be hard. So that will have to wait until we get closer to playing them.
Sorry, Steve.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. No, we won't rule anything out.
I'm just messing with you.
Even the reach around, we ain't gonna rule that out.
Good Lord Almighty!
Because Costa does feel generous. Look, he's getting red again. Look, he's getting red. Well, I could fry an egg on that red.
I bet you could. I could fry an egg on your fat head too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Hey,
yeah.
I don't
Well,
hide
Pat,
from the truth, buddy. But anyways, also you mentioned the 28th. I am going to try to make it. Can't guarantee nothing. But you guys, if you're out there on the 28th, take a sign and have that sign say "Happy Birthday, Drew," because it's Drew Ogletree's birthday on the 28th. So get out there, wish him a happy birthday, show him some love. Drew's a good
Yep.
kid, hell of a ball player. So think about that.
the boy's been through a lot, as everybody knows. He's going to need all of Coach Nation behind him, y'all. So give him as much support as you can. You know, he's going to be in a lot of competition this year at training camp, fighting for his tight end spot back. So, I mean, show him some love. We got to hang out with him at an event, a little over a month ago. So he's a great kid, like Pat said, great human being, just a great ball player, great human being, like I said. So show him some love when you're all out there, please. And wish him a happy birthday. He's going to enjoy that a lot. It'll make him feel welcome back into the fold. You know what I mean? Because this will be the first time I'm sure he'll be amongst the masses of Colts fans in that type of setting. So wish him back, in a good way. He'll appreciate that. He'll want to play harder, want to try to stay here. So that's all I'm asking.
There you go. All right. Well, tonight was fun. I love digging into the other team, seeing what they've done to get better, seeing what we can do to stop what they did. So who do you want to cover next week?
You want to cover the titties? I mean, Titans?
Sure, let's do Titans.
Jesus. Maybe we
We'll
can
leave
do
those pesky Jags for last. Or even
we'll
not
see
even
what,
do them.
We'll see what we can pull off. Maybe we can do a collab with the Talking Titans here on Sick.
Okay.
We'll try to make that happen, y'all. We'll bring in the Talking Titans podcast. It's also part of the Sick Network. See if they want to join in or someone want to join in with us. So we'll try to work that out.
All right.
No promises though.
All right. Any final words, Mr. Acosta?
Can I ask my boy Chili Pepper to join? Who the hell is that? Zach, I love you, buddy. But anyway,
Zach might be drinking. I don't know.
I mean, he said he just came off vacay, so he might be hungover. I don't know. But no, I don't. My final thoughts are, guys, training camp's right around the corner. It's going to be great. He's a Titans super fan. Maybe we'll put him in the queue. How's that, Zach? We'll put him in the queue. We'll keep a note of it, okay? But my final thoughts are, Pat, is, just get ready for football season, y'all. It's almost here. Training camp's literally right around the corner. Next thing you know, it's regular season. Bring the juice. Week 1, it is against the Texans. We're going to need everybody there. Can't wait to see everybody in the Forge. Hey, if you haven't went onto our Facebook page yet, I posted a set menu that we have this year, which we have never done yet. Go check that menu out. I promise you will not be disappointed. We're going to pull out all the stuff for y'all.
Happy.
We're going to make a lot of fat people happy. Or if you're not fat, we're going to make you fat. Just saying. Okay. But yeah, go check out that recipe. Go check out all of our socials, guys. Especially that YouTube page. Help us get that up there. You got to subscribe to that thing, so get all the notifications that you can.
Yeah, you don't have to watch it on YouTube. You can still watch it on Facebook, but follow the YouTube page. Help us out there. Help us with that algorithm. My final thoughts are going to go back to our last show when we had Brent from the Blue Crew on. Mm-hmm. That was really fun. That was a really fun show. The Blue Crew does a ton of stuff in the community.
Absolutely.
So if you want to get out, you want to be a part of an organization that has a lot of fun, that cheers their hearts out for the Colts, think about joining the Blue Crew. They're a great, fun organization. That's it. That's all I got.
Absolutely. And guess what? We are part of the Blue Crew. So if you become part of the Blue Crew, you'll see more of us, which I know you want to see all of our smiling faces every home game, every event.
There you go. Oh, he says May 9th. I don't know. That's too far away. Mike says my 9th year. I thought that was the date you was talking about the event. He said he was going to find out and he never did. You let us down, Mike. Thanks. Get as excited for nothing. Son of a... All right. Who you whispering to?
My wife. Is that okay with you? She wanted this to be thrown for some reason. I guess because we're going to be talking about the Titans next week. And you know what, though? They're not a challenge. So who cares?
There you go. Tell Miss Sarah we said hi.
Miss Sarah, Colts Nation, and the Anvil crew say hi.
Tell them hello.
She says hello and pray for her at work tonight.
4 hours.
She's going a full 4 hours. Better pray for her.
Whew, better pray for those patients. All right. But anyways, you guys, we'll see you next week. And we'll cover Titans editions next week. So appreciate everybody jumping on here. Appreciate everybody that goes back to the YouTube page and clicks that subscribe button. You guys is why we do this. Absolutely. You know, it's no fun if we don't have a bunch of friends doing this with us. So keep doing it with us. We'll keep having fun. Sammy, get us out of here.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast Anvil Show on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.
These damn